This is News 30's first broadcast of the semester.
This week, we have your updates on the Zika virus and something new coming to this November's ballot. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Shawnee News 30.
It's our first broadcast of the semester, and we're delighted to be back bringing you the latest news from your community.
I'm Alyssa Sperazza.
And I'm Hannah Lounsbury.
Trouble is looming for Apple. The European antitrust arm has found that Apple computers were given illegal tax benefits. According to the report, Ireland gave lavish tax breaks to Apple for over 2 decades. With this finding, the EU has told Apple that they must pay up to $14.5 billion in back taxes. Irish authorities are vowing to fight the investigation.
The United States Senate has once again failed to finance efforts to combat the Zika virus. Democrats blocked the over $1 billion funding bill as Republicans disputed Planned Parenthood budgeting. As this bill fails to pass in the Senate for a third time, Florida and Puerto Rico are seeing widespread cases of the Zika virus.
And an organization known as Oklahomans for Health, we're hoping to see the legalization of medical marijuana on the general election ballot this November. However, there have been delays on putting the issue up front. Oklahomans for Health turned in the required amount of signatures, but they've yet to be verified. The Attorney General's office also sent back a rewritten version of the ballot to the organization. Oklahomans for Health were displeased and will formally challenge the rewrite. The deadline for changes to state questions was 2 weeks ago. If measures don't make it onto the November ballot, when Oklahomans won't be answering the state question until 2018.
Starting in January, Oklahoma will begin to roll out its brand new license plate design. The new plates will feature a silhouette of the state bird, a scissor-tailed flycatcher. The plate also features the state's tourism website. The governor's office has said that they hope the new license plate will attract more out-of-state tourism.
Parents with children prone to sudden allergy attacks keep EpiPens to treat reactions. Since 2013, schools in 48 states have been required to have the drug available for students. Mylan, the manufacturer of EpiPens, has raised the price of this life-saving drug from around $100 to nearly $600, leaving many Americans outraged. Mylan's CEO, Heather Bresch, doesn't see the price spike unreasonable, though. Schools are looking into options to see if they can receive a discount. Other companies seek to make a generic version of the EpiPen. Mylan claims if it creates its own generic version of the pen for consumers, it'll happen soon. And
coming up after the break, the American Cancer Society is looking for volunteer drivers.
And we have an update on Shawnee's construction. Stay tuned. Welcome back to News 30.
Helping save lives could be as simple as owning a car. The American Cancer Society's Road to Recovery program is looking for volunteer drivers. They're in need of volunteers to transport cancer patients to their treatments. Drivers must complete the American Cancer Society's training course, have a valid driver's license, a reliable vehicle, and proof of insurance. You can apply at www.cancer.org.
And the Gordon Cooper Technology Center, is getting closer to ending their construction and renovation. The project included improvements such as resurfacing the campus drive, a remodel of the Business and Career Services building, and adding 2 new spaces to the early care program at the main Shawnee campus. The new spaces include a new classroom and a safe room. The campus drive is now completely open, and all the remains are finishing touches.
Some changes are coming to Shawnee Veterans Memorial, which sits downtown in Woodlawn Veterans Park. The new addition will be 10 black granite panels bearing the names of 7,000 Oklahoma veterans who have served in various military branches. Those being honored will include names of veterans all the way back to the Spanish-American War. Each stone slab will weigh nearly 4,000 pounds and will match the large granite archway that marks the memorial's entrance. The panels will be installed before Veterans Day on November 11th.
And after spending years restoring broken communities in Louisiana, a nonprofit organization has moved to Shawnee. Community Renewal was started last October with the goal to improve the community around them. They hope to provide support through community interaction and build a citywide network of caring people. If you'd like to help grow Shawnee into a safer and more caring community, you can volunteer with Community Renewal by visiting their website at www.careshawnee.org.
Wesley United Methodist Church is offering a free clothes closet. The church offers men's, women's, and children's clothes and shoes in all sizes. The clothes closet will be open on the second Friday and fourth Friday of each month from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. If you have additional questions or would like to donate gently used items, you can call the church at 405-275-1556 or visit their website, wesleyumcshawnee.org.
And many Shawnee citizens are getting ready for the downtown construction to be done. The construction that started on Main Street in January is now well into stage 2 of the project. The original production for the construction completion was sometime this November. The construction is meant to revitalize the downtown area. According to the most recent updates, the construction is on track and should be done on schedule.
Good news for all you pizza lovers out there. A new Domino's pizza is currently being built on Kickapoo. This new establishment will be attached to the brand new On-Q gas station. There's no news yet as to when this store combination is expected to open, but as always, News 30 will keep you informed.
As the nation watches the ongoing flooding in Louisiana, many people are stuck with the question of how can I help? The Oklahoma Baptist Disaster Relief Team is in action, currently helping those in Louisiana by providing thousands of meals per day. They are currently seeking volunteers, and you can find information on their website at okdisasterhelp.org. We talked to Sam Porter, the director of the Oklahoma Baptist Disaster Relief, and he told us what they need right now.
After the break, Jake Nelson has your weather forecast.
And Shawnee Little Theater has some new productions coming to stage. Stay tuned. Welcome back to News 30. Jake Nelson has your weather forecast.
Thank you, Alyssa. Hot, humid, and wet is how we're looking to wrap up this week's weather. Let's get started off by looking at our current temperatures. Currently 93 degrees right now in Shawnee. We had a hot and humid day today. Temperatures got up in the 90s for the highs. Winds were around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Heat index reached up to 100 degrees. We're looking at a low in the mid-70s for tonight. Looking ahead for tomorrow, rain chances during your morning commute and work at school. And that rain chance continues for all day Friday, into Friday night, and even Saturday morning. Highs in the low 90s, lows in the upper 60s, lower 70s for Friday night. Moving ahead into this weekend, those rain clouds are expected to hang around Saturday morning, but should clear up a bit by the afternoon thanks to a north wind at about 12 miles per hour, cooling it down and giving us highs in the upper 70s. Partly cloudy skies in the afternoon into the evening, lows in the 60s, Sundays, clear skies, temperatures in the upper 70s, lower 80s. Wrapping up with your 7-day forecast, rain chances tomorrow at Saturday looking at about 60%, then moving into a clear but warm Sunday. Then starting off next week back in the upper 80s, lower 90s, with a chance of rain later in the week starting around Tuesday or Wednesday. So overall, still warm temperatures finishing the rest of this week, but we are looking at a chance for cooler temps in the 70s around Tuesday of next week. And you're now caught up with News 30's latest weather forecast. I'm Jake Nelson. Ladies, back to you.
The Christian rock band For King and Country brings their Priceless tour to the Fire Lake Arena outside Shawnee this October. The concert will be on October 29th at 7 p.m. VIP tickets can be purchased online on either the band's website or the Fire Lake Arena's website. All general admission tickets will be sold first come, first serve, with the doors open times to be announced. General admission tickets are only $15, while VIP tickets are $25, and that'll include a Q&A with the band before the show starts at 6 p.m. And the Cowboys are back in town this Saturday and Sunday for the Oklahoma High School and Junior High Rodeo. Events will kick off Saturday and include bareback riding, team roping, steer wrestling, and bull riding. For more information on schedules and times, you can go to www.ohrsa.com.
The classic musical written by Dolly Parton comes to the Shawnee Little Theater next week. 9 to 5 the Musical is the season opener for the theater and is directed by Trevor Maston and choreographed by Kelly Curtis. The musical premieres on September 16th at 7:30 and runs through the 24th. Tickets for 9 to 5 the Musical can be purchased on the Shawnee Little Theater website or by calling 405-275-2805.
And the Maybe Gurr Museum of Arts is getting creative with its upcoming artist workshop. The workshop is called Creative Motion, fun with hula hoops and juggling. The workshop will be taught by Jeremy and Kelsey Philo, who specialize in hula hooping, juggling, and the unicycle. Participants will create their own hoops, learn to spin plates, juggle, and use a levitation wand. It will take place on Saturday, September 17th from 2 to 5 p.m. Registration is open at the museum's website there and is at $35 tuition fee. There will be 2 classes available, one for ages 11 through 18 and one for adults.
Looking for something fun and safe to do with the family? Shawnee's Safe Events for Families is coordinating a downtown block party the 3rd Friday of every month. The event is free and features art galleries, live music, dining, and shopping. Participating vendors are open from 6 to 9 p.m. Every month features a different theme. The next block party will take place on September 16th. Vendors can sign up at sefshawnee.org.
A tasty affair is coming to Shawnee. The event is a fundraiser auction that will be used to raise money for the city's Chamber of Commerce. It'll take place on October 2nd at the Heart of Oklahoma Exposition Center. The event attracts the average of 30 restaurants each year, and unsurprisingly, the event will feature plenty of tasty food. Restaurants can set up and decorate booths there where they'll serve food, and there will be a Best in Show award for the best booth and the most delicious dish award for the favorite food sample. Secret judges determine the winner, and the booths will open at 6 p.m. There'll also be a silent auction from 5 to 7 p.m. and a live auction at 7. Tickets are on sale for $40. To purchase tickets or to learn more call 405-273-6092.
Up next, we have your sports with Dakota Carrington.
And one lady in Australia made an ancient discovery. Stay tuned. And welcome back to News 30.
Here's Dakota Carrington with your sports update.
Well, college football is back here in the great state of Oklahoma, and kicking it off last weekend was the Oklahoma Sooners at Houston playing at NRG Stadium. Depressingly, they had a loss 23-33. To me, they just didn't look like the OU or the Oklahoma Sooners from last year that were in the Final Four. Competing with 2 turnovers, the passing game just wasn't there. Rushing wasn't good either, averaging at a 2.7 yards a carry. Converting was a problem also. But really the problem of the game was Houston just had the ball longer. The next game Oklahoma plays is at the University of Louisiana Monroe. Oklahoma is flavored to win. Another news, Oklahoma State University kicked off their season against Southeastern Louisiana with a dominating win of 61-7. 253 passing yards between 3 quarterbacks, 144 yards rushing, and do I have to mention that crazy fumble recovery for that awesome touchdown in the 2nd quarter. Next game is Central Michigan at home. Shawnee football also kicked off their full season games against Guthrie High School. Unfortunately, they had a 29-26 heartbreaking loss. The player of last week was Cade Shelf. Next week they play Duncan High School. Athletes to watch from Shawnee High School this year. There are 3 Division I hopefuls this year. Wide receiver, cornerback Tyree York has 4 offers and plans to commit at the end of the season. Center Creed Humphrey, the number 2 center in the nation, is already a commit to Oklahoma. And quarterback Jack Diamond is committed to walk on at Ole Miss University. Unfortunately, Tyree York is out this week due to a high ankle sprain. Trainer Marcus Allen from Olympus Sports says, from the point of the injury on Friday's game against Guthrie High School, he will likely have to sit out 2 to 3 weeks, but Tyree seems optimistic and hopes to return next week when the Wolves take on Booker T. But he wants to make sure that he is 100% ready for this game. Tonight on NBC, we have a Super Bowl rematch. This hasn't happened since 1970 when the Kansas City Chiefs took on the Minnesota Vikings. This week, the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers will battle it out, but the only thing missing this year is the great Peyton Manning. He will not be suiting up for the Broncos, but linebacker Von Miller is ready and suited up and ready to give quarterback rookie Trevor Siemian an official welcome to the NFL. This concludes your sports. Now back to you, ladies.
Thanks, Dakota.
Earlier this week, one woman's long walk on the beach turned into a surprising discovery.
Bindi Lee Porth had been to Cable Beach in Western Australia hundreds of times, never knowing that preserved dinosaur tracks were right under her feet.
Paleontologists say that the tide changes may have been responsible for uncovering the 130-million-year-old prints. And that's all the news we have for you tonight, but you can stay informed during this week by following us on Facebook, Twitter at Shawnee News 30.
Thanks for joining us this week on News 30. We'll see you next week.